Hey Gratitude Seeker, these days we're celebrating 500,000 downloads of the Gratitude Podcast. So I'd like to share with you the top 5 most popular solo episodes. But first, let's take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. This episode is supported by Laura Lemon's Mosaic Weighted Blankets. Here's what a verified customer had to say about the Mosaic Weighted Blankets. This weighted blanket is phenomenal. It relieves my anxiety, has helped me sleep, and has eased my migraines and restless leg syndrome. If you want better sleep and less anxiety, click on the link in the description. It's really a product worth buying. But getting back to our top 5 solo episodes, solo episodes basically means that instead of interviewing someone, I'm sharing from my experience and from the things that I've learned in the 100 plus interview episodes of the Gratitude Podcast. Basically, these are the episodes that were most appreciated and most shared. So the numbers are really accurate. I will share a little bit about each and every episode so you can get an idea of what it's about and if it's something that's interesting for you. And this time I learned my lesson and I'm going to start with number 5 instead of number 1. So number 5 is 7 better things to do when you're tired instead of Facebook and Instagram scrolling. I do my best to be aware of my own habits and of the habits of other people, and I saw that when we're tired we have a tendency to go to these kinds of habits like scrolling on Facebook or on Instagram for long periods of time. And even though in the first minutes it might be really interesting or it can give us a sense of joy, its impact on us is very negative. When you are tired and you have no energy and you see other people that seem to have a lot of energy and a lot of fun and maybe they're in a beautiful vacation or something, it doesn't make you feel good about yourself and it really doesn't serve you in any way. So I share 7 better things that we can do when we are tired instead of doing this. Number 4 is signs from the universe. 2 real life stories to inspire you. I won't tell you the stories, but I will tell you this. There are times when things happen that it's impossible for them to be a coincidence. And if we become aware of them, we will see more and more in our life. The 3rd most popular solo episode is 6 + 1 reasons we are ungrateful and 7 morning habits to tackle them. This is a longer episode. It took me even more to put it together, but it speaks about something really important, about our human nature, our basic needs. We're not always aware why we are ungrateful, and this episode can really give you a sense of why you are ungrateful at times and what you can do about it. Number 2 on our list of most popular solo episodes is Why Am I So Unhappy? 5 better questions to ask yourself to become happy. You may already know about the power of questions and how they shift our perception of reality and the direction of our focus. And in this episode I actually share what I did, what was my mistake, and how you can avoid it. It wasn't easy to talk about this subject, but probably I'm not the only one that went through this, or there are maybe people that are going through this situation, and hopefully my story will help them get out of it. And now the most popular solo episode on the Gratitude Podcast is an episode that actually surprised me that it got so popular. It's really practical, but it doesn't have a very catchy title. It's called Body Awareness and Negative Thoughts. I'm a student of life and I'm really curious about many things, and since I have myself all the time with me, I can experiment with different things and see the outcome, and also I can document how I'm feeling in different situations, and so I got to understand myself as a human being better. In this episode, Body Awareness and Negative Thoughts, I've shared my findings, what worked for me, what I understood about myself and got to accept so that I can be and become more grateful each and every day. So basically, in certain situations in which we find our body, negative thoughts come easier. And instead of fighting that, accepting it can be very liberating, and it can actually lead to more gratitude and joy in our life. These were the top 5 most popular episodes on the Gratitude Podcast. I want to take this time to thank you from the bottom of my heart for all of your support, for sharing these episodes, for writing so many amazing reviews and emails. Behind these 500,000 downloads are gratitude seekers like you that make the world a better place by filling their hearts with gratitude and by spreading it around. Thank you so much for listening to the Gratitude Podcast, for spreading the message, the gratitude, the appreciation, and for choosing to be the change that you want to see in the world. But before we go, I want to tell you why I chose Mosaic Weighted Blankets as a sponsor. Living a happy life has a lot to do with being well rested. And Laura, the CEO of Mosaic Weighted Blankets, has solutions for each age group and the best reviews out there. Just check them out. You can find them at bit.ly/mosaicweighted, or you can click on the link in the description. Again, thank you so much for choosing to spend this time with me, and I really hope it was time you enjoyed spending. Best wishes, and don't forget to keep seeking gratitude.